gotta hit him with the update. Okay. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you at the front gate. They act like that, no. Hold up. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Act like that, no. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Okay. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Yes, hit a nigga when you at the front gate. Act like that. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Please tell me what's to them boys. I know they ain't talking about me. Hold up. All up in the nigga DMs for the feature. I know they ain't talking about free. Shorty, no lie, no leap. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. You don't have in this Jeep. What you gonna sow, you gonna reap.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's happening? What's happening? I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Got a new microphone. Got a new, got another computer. I think we're pretty good. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me pretty good? Oh no, let's just turn this out real quick. Can y'all hear me pretty good? I am Kituko X Kihinde. And I'm back, man. This Exodus podcast. Shout out to King Shujar. Yo, man, I'm back, man. I had to come back. I gotta let y'all know, man, what's going on around y'all, man. What y'all colonizers doing. I'm trying to show y'all what y'all colonizers doing since y'all don't be paying attention, man. There's a lot of shit going on around you niggas. And if you black, you definitely need to pay attention. Now look at this now. You need to pay attention to this shit, man. But let's get on into this shit, man. Because y'all know, I'm going to tell y'all, the United Nations, they had a vote for reparation, man, for the transatlantic slave trade. And I'm telling y'all, your colonizers in but 3 countries didn't want it. They voted no, that you niggas do not need no reparation. Let me show y'all, man. Matter of fact, check this out. Check this out right here. Look at this. Let me show y'all. Look at this. We're finna go and get on right into it, man. Argentina, Israel, and the United States, man, the only 3 countries in the world that said you niggas do not need no reparation, man. Y'all need to listen to the reason United States, though. We finna read the article from the UN. We're gonna go to the UN goddamn website. We finna read some shit today. I'm finna come back. I got a banger, man. I'm finna show y'all some shit right quick. But you see, look at this country, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 123 voted for the shit. Just 3 countries. Look at all these countries, man. And 3. United States and Israel. Y'all know United States and Israel is like brothers and sisters, man. The same people that running the United States is the same people running Israel. Y'all know. It start with a J. Those same people running the United States, they running social media, they running everything. Social media, the music, entertainment, everything, man. That's why you can't even say the word. Because they will ban your channel. They'll remove your channel. You get restrictions and all kinds of shit. Telling you, man, demonetize. But yeah, look at this shit though, man. Out of all these countries, just 3 countries, man. United States, man. Y'all know Argentina, man. Argentina. Do y'all know that Argentina is like, they said it's like the whitest country in goddamn South America, man. The whitest. And I think like the black population is like 1%. To be exactly like 0.4% or something, 0.04 or some shit like that, or 6. But I'm telling y'all, I'm show y'all this shit again. Look. This real shit. This ain't no play shit. It just happened. They just voted. Look at the date. March 25th, 2026, they just voted. So your country, the United States of America, do not want you nigga to get reparations. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about this at the end of this video. I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about reparations. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I don't know, but I don't know how you niggas is, but we're gonna talk about it at the end. But we finna talk about Iran, man. United States and Israel. United States, Israel gonna be behind United States. They gonna back United States every time. Every time. They say brothers and sisters. They the same people. They the same exact people, man. I'm telling y'all. Some of this stuff what I'm about to read, some of I done read before because I gotta dig it into you nigga brain, man. Y'all think it's a joke. I don't know why. Y'all think it's a joke. This shit for real. But let's go on and get into this shit right quick. Let's go on and read. We finna read. We're gonna watch some videos, but we gonna read. I know you niggas got a short attention span, but we finna read a little bit. Y'all ready? God damn, let's read. All right, now it ain't gonna hurt y'all to read a little bit. We ain't even gonna read all of it. We're just gonna read a little something. It's from the United Nations. I'm gonna put this website in the description, man. But anyway, UN, the United Nations resolution urged reparation for slavery's historical wrongs. Now I showed y'all that list of countries right there already. But let's check this out. Let's read. Okay, applause erupted in Assembly Hall on Wednesday. This when it went down, Wednesday, as member states adopted a resolution declaring the transatlantic slave trade the gravest crime against humanity. Did what they voting on. And the United States said, nah. But check this out, though. The resolution spearheaded by Ghana, appreciate that, Ghana, appreciate that, received 123 votes in favor. 3 countries, Argentina, Israel, and Israel's brother, United States, voted against, and 52 was abstained. So 52 people, countries said they ain't want to have nothing to do with it, so they weren't about to vote shit. So, all right, today we come together in solemn solidarity to affirm truth and pursue a route to healing and reparative justice, said Ghana's president, John Mahama, speaks ahead of the vote on behalf of 54 members African group. That's all the countries, 54 countries in Africa. So he really is speaking for everybody, pretty much. The largest regional bloc in the UN. Check this out. Stolen, shackled, shipped. For more than 400 years, millions of people were stolen from Africa, put in shackles and shipped to a new world in toiling cotton fields and sugarcane coffee plantations under scorching heat and the cracks of whips. It was our ancestors went through this shit. Y'all know some people said that slavery didn't even happen, man. Like the transatlantic slave trade. Man, that shit been documented. That's stupid. But anyway, denied their basic humanity and even their own names. I'm telling y'all, names, everything, culture, everything, spirituality, everything. But we spiritual regardless, man. They were forced to endure generations of exploitation with repercussions that reverberate today, including persistent anti-Black racism and discrimination. The resolution emphasized the trafficking of enslaved Africans and radicalized chattel enslavement of Africans as a gravest criminal crime against humanity by reasons of definitive breaks in world history, scale, duration, systemic nature, brutality, and enduring consequences that continue to structure the lives of all people through racialized regimes and of labor, property, and capital. Now, let's see what else this thing talking about here. There are spirits of the victims of slavery present in this room at this moment, and they are listening for one word only, at justice. Esther Phillips, the first poet of Barbados, she said that. All right, addressing wrongs, support reparations. Okay, we finna get into what the United States said too. It affirmed the importance of addressing historical wrongs affecting African and people of the diaspora, as us, in a manner that promotes justice, human rights, dignity, and healing, while emphasizing the claim of reparations represent the concrete step toward remedy. So they trying to get a remedy at least, but most of us, they voted on it. The text is, listen to the United States now, the text is highly problematic in countless respects. The ambassador, now this is the ambassador, Dan Negria, the U.S. representative to the United Nations, he said this shit prior to the vote. And he regretted that Washington, and I quote, must once again remind this body that the United States exists to maintain international peace and security. Now, they ain't maintain no international peace and security right now. They ain't never doing that. Not the United States, but listen to what he talking about peace and shit now though. And was not founded to advance narrow specific interests and agendas, to establish niche international days, or to create new costly meetings and reporting mandates. Furthermore, the United States recognized a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under the international law at the time they occurred. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. What did they just say that? They said they don't recognize none of this shit y'all talk about because the shit was legal. Just cause it was legal don't make that shit right. Why you think we going through this shit? Why United States, boy, y'all, boy, United States ain't shit, boy. I'm trying to tell you, United States ain't shit. But let's listen to what she had, a little more what she had to say. Hold on, let's go back. Let's check this out real quick.
The closeness of the place, so crowded that each has scarcely room to turn himself, almost suffocated us. I was soon put down under the decks. I became so sick and low that I was not able to eat, and I wished for the last friend, death, to relieve me.
She's speaking good, though.
These passages were written by Olajuwon Ekwano in his 18th century memoir. Ekwano, from what is now Nigeria.
Okay, this ain't the lady who just said that about the United States and shit. This is somebody else.
Was stolen, shackled, and shipped like cargo. Degraded, dehumanized. Mr. Secretary General, Mr. President, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. Like Ekwano, were ripped from their families, their countries and cultures, enslaved and sent to work in foreign lands.
Exactly.
To cotton fields here in the United States, to sugar and coffee plantations in European-controlled colonies, in what is now Brazil, Barbados, Jamaica, and dozens more places, all far from home, far from family, far from life. I know that's right. Countless perished before ever reaching land. Those who survived were condemned to lives of servitude and forced by the lash and the whip, denied their freedom, their dignity, even their names. This is not only tragic history. The slave trade and slavery stand among the gravest violations of human rights in human history, an affront to the very principles enshrined in the Charter of our United Nations and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, themselves born in part from these injustices of the past. Indeed, the memory of this atrocity is immortalized here at the United Nations in the Ark of Return and is commemorated in this hall year after year.
About time.
Because while slavery itself has been abolished, its consequences endure, continuing to shape lives to this day. For descendants, it is inherited, manifesting as poverty, as social discrimination, as underrepresentation in politics and business. And for countries of origin, many of whom have representatives here today, it was a hollowing out, the loss of entire generations who would otherwise have helped to sow the seeds of prosperity. It was, to put it in colder terms, mass resource extraction. Those of us whose predecessors did not have to live through these atrocities can never truly fathom how dire the conditions on those boats must have been, nor how hopeless and heartbroken the people. But none of us could say we do not know the fate that they met. We have seen this time and again in movies and television, in books and literature. We've heard it from friends, families torn apart.
Exactly, man. How can niggas say the slave trade, this shit didn't even happen? We wouldn't even be here, man. My blood is Gabon. Libreville, from Libreville, Tekekota. Straight from the transatlantic slave trade. If that shit hadn't happened, I wouldn't even be here. Taking my blood back.
Women and men, children, slaving away in cotton fields and on plantations under scorching heat. Women raped, men beaten. Children born without hope of education or opportunity. Addressing these injustices is therefore a moral imperative, rooted in a collective responsibility to confront past wrongs and to shape a more just future. An imperative that requires storytelling, as Oladu Ekwano did in his memoir, and as Ms. Esther Phillips and Ms. Shahada Jack will do for us today.
All right, we're going to go on and fast forward this a little bit. Because if y'all want to see this, like I said, you can go to the website, the United Nations website, and see this and read up on this. But we're going to read a little bit. I'm going to show y'all the rest of the end of this
Indeed,
video.
in the middle of the last century, the world saw slavery transformed from legally sanctioned to clandestine, with new forms of forced labor, human trafficking, and debt bondage.
Dang.
We must therefore be tireless in pursuit of justice, ensuring that we remain active participants in the pursuit of dignity, accountability, and equality across generations.
Exactly.
As Oladu Ekwano once said, "The duty I owe to my country will not suffer me to be silent." I think.
Exactly. I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel you. Okay, let's get out of here. Hold on now. How the hell I get out of here? Oh, there you go. Yeah, but that was, let's see who that was. I don't know if they said her name or not, but yeah, a grave human rights violation. Can y'all see that? The horrors of slavery echoed in the General Assembly Hall as member states commemorated the International Day to remember its victims. Forget a day, we talking about reparations. We ain't even worry about we don't even need no holiday. That's the thing what they do though. They kill our leaders and do crazy shit to the Black Americans and shit. The blacks living in America, Africans living in America. And then they make holidays and shit, and we supposed to be happy about the shit. We go out there and protest. They go kill somebody, protest, and leave it alone. A couple weeks later, we back in the job doing what we do, forget all about it. But let me tell y'all something. Iran, we're going to get into this shit, though. Because I got all this shit ready, though. But they're going to be a long one. It's going to be a long video. But Iran supported Malcolm X. Y'all know that? He supported Malcolm X. And, the Iranian presidents and the people, they've been talking to the Black people over here in America for years. George Floyd, when they did that shit with George Floyd, Iran had something to say about that shit. They were about to put sanctions on the United States for that shit. I'm telling you, they've been aware of what's going on because they saying that we've been oppressed just like they is. You know what I'm saying? Over here, they know that the war ain't with us. They ain't got no problem with us. Straight up. But we done read that about the gravest violation in human rights history, all that right there. Let's see. The countries where enslaved African Americans suffer a hollow lost generations, man, potentially could have helped them to prosper. Exactly. It was to put it in colder terms, mass resource extraction, she said. Exactly. Okay, remove prison barriers case. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for confronting slavery, lasting legacy of inequality and racism. Okay, we're gonna listen to him what he got to say for a little bit. Now we must remove the persistent barriers that prevent so many people of African descent from exercising their rights and realizing their potential, he said. That's right. They hold back our potential and all this shit, man. I'm telling you. I'm glad they recognizing this shit at least. At least we must commit fully and without hesitation to human rights, equality, and to inherit worth of every person. Man, what? In this regard, the second international decade of people of African descent and the African Junior Decade represents are significant. Let's check. We're going to listen to what he got to say just for a little. I told one more video to show y'all.
Now give the floor to the Secretary General of the United Nations, His Excellency Antonio Guterres.
All right, now, what the sound at?
Madam President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, today we reflect on a deep betrayal of human dignity, the abduction of millions of Africans, stolen from families and communities they would never see again. Their trafficking across the Atlantic in conditions so cruel, 1 in 7 did not survive the journey. And their enslavement in the Americas, where generations were brutally exploited for their labor and denied their basic humanity.
13 million. Y'all know how many people that is, man?
These monstrous acts were the core of a global economic and social order, a system born of greed, built on lies, and enforced by violence. A system that prevailed for over 400 years and haunts our world even now. A system that reflected the worst of humanity. And that is why today is more than a time of remembrance. It's a moment to confront the lasting legacies of inequality and racism.
That's what y'all need to do.
We will never forget the victims of slavery.
Exactly.
And we must never forget the malevolent system that sustained it for so long. I'm singing of the laws that deprived enslaved people of literacy, autonomy, and humanity. The economic that enabled elites and empires, including my own country, to amass wealth built on stolen lives. And
I'm glad that he acknowledged that his own country did the same thing. I like that. Big up.
Stolen labor. And the barbaric punishments that maintained control, from shackles and iron collars to flogging and sexual violence. This was not simply forced labor. It was a machinery of mass exploitation and deliberate dehumanization of men, women, and children.
Exactly. Let's go on to the end of this video. We're going to try to speed it up a little bit. We're going to go to the end, but y'all see y'all get the message. Y'all get the message. Let's go to the end right quick.
We cannot,
because I got some more video.
Letting inequality and injustice be ignored. We must turn memory into progress and remembrance into responsibility. The world we seek, rooted in freedom, equality, and justice, is within reach. Let us honor the victims of the transatlantic trade, not only with our words, but with our work. Exactly. Let us build a future where all human beings live and thrive in dignity. I thank you.
I thank the Secretary General.
All right, let's read a little bit more. Respects for African countries. He urged countries to use them to drive action to eradicate systemic racism, ensures reparatory justice, and accelerate exclusive development marked by equal access to education, health, employment, housing, and safe environment. That's what they're trying to go for. It sounds good. It sounds good. I ain't gonna tell no lie. It sounds good. Oh, now who is this here? Okay, this includes communities, countries' ownership, and their own natural resources. Okay, well, yeah. In Africa, they talking about Africa keeping its own resources to itself. It said, no peace without reparatory justice. Oh, Barbados, okay. Read from some of her work, including a piece about a young girl walking on the grounds of a sugarcane plantation. Okay. She said, did y'all want to hear her say this right quick? Let's check it out. It did her. Let's check it out. Why not?
I now have the honor to give the floor to Ms. Esther Phillips, first poet laureate of Barbados.
Let's check it out. See, we did mention her, so let's give her a little time to shine. It's going to be a long video. I told y'all I'm coming back with a vengeance. We back, man. Reaction video. Subscribe and like this video, man. Get this video out to some more black people, man. What they
Madam
don't know nothing
President
about
of
this
the
shit.
General Assembly, Secretary General of the United Nations, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to imagine a young girl of about 11 years walking in these present times on the site of a sugar plantation and not understanding its historical significance. Meanwhile, her once enslaved ancestors, buried on that same plantation, are speaking among themselves as they observe her. In the following poem, my ancestors gifted me their silence. There are brief pauses. Listen as the ancestors are now speaking into those silences. Shh. Let her walk free, unhindered into the new world. She must not see the crimson of the dawn and think of. Let her see only purple flowers growing in the cut rock and not hear the back breaking. She must remember only the smell of ripe plums and guavas rising from the gully, never the stink of. Let her gaze at the lacy leaves in the cluster of bamboo trees.
She couldn't even say it.
And not see that the branches were cut, stripped, and used for. The thick pole with holes cut into the crossbars was where the dark spot left on was once the stain of. She's walking west of the great house, next to what she knows only as the yard. We were barely her age when Massa summoned us to his quarters. We were not the same when we came back. The children born to us were never ours to love as we wanted. Better they'd never seen the morning light. Better they'd been buried along with their navel strings under this same earth. But this girl, walking, she's one the old wise woman saw when we gathered late in the evenings, speaking over a pot of water so no one could hear us. It was then the old woman whispered her vision that one day, let the girl child think it's only birds, crickets, grasshoppers. The wind is slipping through the cuscus that she hears. Never the sounds of our. Oh, my ancestors.
That shit deep.
So late for me to unwrap layer by layer this gift of your silence. But today I place my birth call over my eyes so I may see. And I weep for the bones I find here, the solitary cowrie shell, a broken comb, shreds of the Osnaburg that roughened your once smooth ebony skin, gave no ease to your torn flesh. I shed these tears from my oblivion, false buffer of empire that shrouded my hearing, veiled my sight, turned me, bastard child, away from my true mother.
This sounds like a real, real deep story, man. When I be hearing stuff like this, like slavery and shit, man, I am telling y'all, I be getting pissed you know what, off. Trying not to cuss. I be getting pissed off hearing this shit. But let's get to the end of this right quick. But y'all, like I said, I'm gonna put the link. Y'all can watch this shit. I'm trying to make it quick.
Home. Members of the United Nations General Assembly, your very name implies commitment through your peace initiatives and humanitarian policies to igniting the fires of conscience, empathy, unity, and equity, so that home for all races and ethnicities is a place of belonging, of dignity, and no people are made to feel as if they are unwelcome strangers on this earth. There are spirits of the victims of slavery present in this room at this moment. And they are listening for one word only.
Yes.
Justice. Because for them and for the world, there can be no peace without justice, reparatory justice. And that call is answered only when words are turned into action.
Yes.
Question is, what will you do? Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. Yeah, that was the lady. That was Esther. But her real name is Esther Phillips. Yeah, the poet from Barbados. And she said there are spirits of the victims of slavery present in this room at this moment. And they listen for one word only, that's justice. What will you do? What will you do, people? Okay, let's go to, let me see. Well, I'm telling you, I got videos. I got some more shit for y'all. I don't even know what to show you. Like I said, I don't even know what to show y'all, but I'm finna get another video. I'm finna show y'all right now what we're going to. Man, okay, yeah. Matter of fact, let's just go back to this right here. Let's go back to this. Y'all see, y'all remember the three countries, Argentina, Israel, and the United States. Your country said no. Listen, the colonizer, the people that done this shit, they said no reparation. We done this shit. This shit was illegal. Hell nah, y'all niggas don't deserve shit. And then we finna talk about niggas fighting in the wars. You niggas in the army and the armed services. Man, get out there and war. This is not our war. These people ain't got no beef with us. They got the beef with these motherfuckers. Man, ain't no, man, I'm telling you, the black man has no place in the white man army. White man war, period. Period. I'm telling you, we're going to talk about that later too. But let's get on this. Let's talk about this shit right here now. Israel said no. The goddamn country with all our fucking tax money going to said no. With the United States, it wasn't but 3 countries out of all these. Look at this shit. 3 countries. 3 countries out of all this shit. These people said no. Israel said no to you niggas. Reparation. You don't deserve shit. And our tax money, United States using our tax money to pay for their shit, the wars, military aid, and all that. Man, hold up. Let me show y'all this shit right now. Right now. Hold up. We finna do this shit right now. Just give me a second. Like I said, it's gonna be a long one, buddy. It's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna show y'all right now. We finna do this right now. We're gonna read up. We finna read. Like I told you, we gonna read. Watching video, we gonna read. We gonna read some shit. I'm finna show y'all this shit right now. How much the United States been aiding Israel, the country that said y'all niggas don't need no reparation, and taking y'all tax money at the same time, is right here. Is right here. I hope y'all ready. Y'all ready? All right, we back. Hope y'all ready to read. Oh, this is not it. Oh, wrong. I got the wrong. Hold up. No, this is it. Do I got the right thing up? Okay, okay. Hey, yeah, that's it. There we go. U.S. aid to Israel in 4 charts, but we're gonna look at them charts too. Israel has long been I done talked about this shit before, man. Y'all don't be paying attention to my video. Y'all better start paying attention. Israel has been the long recipient of the United States foreign aid, including military assistance. That aid has come under heightened scrutiny over the course of Israel's conflict with Hamas and Iran. Check this out. The United States was the first country to even recognize Israel, as a government, recognize the provisional government of the state of Israel upon its foundation in 1946. The United States recognized that Israel was a government in a state or whatever in 1946. This 1948, 2 years before they even became what's the name of country? But they stole it from Palestine, man. They trying to get, woohoo! They trying to get me banned off this motherfucker again. Some of these words you just can't say because they run all this shit, man. They run YouTube, they run goddamn everything. They don't run TikTok, they run Facebook, goddamn everything else. Everything else where you can't say that J word. And these the same people run the United States. And for many decades, it had been a strong and steady supporter, United States, of the Jewish state. Israel has received hundreds of billions of dollars in United States foreign aid in the post-World War II era, a level of support that reflects many factors, including United States commitment to Israel's security. Why are they so worried about Israel? Why are they so hell-bent on with Israel and being with Israel, supporting Israel, because they the same people? If you niggas don't know what's going on, I'm telling you, these is the same people. You see the three countries what denied is reparations shit. The United States, Israel, Argentina. Israel and Argentina. United States. Think about that shit. These three, the racist, Argentina, the whitest country in South America. Israel is just like the United States. Taking your money and don't give a fuck about y'all. Okay, man. God damn, boy, this shit be pissing me off, man. And we can talk about Israel. We can talk about that shit there too, though, cause now the British mandate for Palestine, that's what they used to call it. I think it called it the British mandate for Israel or something. Now they changed the name because they done took over these people's land, man. Palestinian, that shit was their land. When them people was running from goddamn Hitler and all the Holocaust and shit, Palestine goddamn population rose up 1 million in 1 year. 1 million in 1 year. Think about that shit. And when the British had to come in, because they called themselves again Israel, the independence, the British had to come in and, they fighting, so we gotta come up with a resolution because the Arabs and the Jewish people, they fighting. They all worship the same motherfucker. Fake religion. It's the same shit. But anyway, British came and came up with the British mandate for Palestine. They gave them the Gaza Strip. That was part of the British mandate. And they gave Israel like almost the whole country, about 70% of the whole country almost. That's why them people over there fighting for their land. Them people over there doing this shit on some biblical shit. Because they think that the land that's some holy land, it belongs to them. The Jews, the fake Jews. Oh my goodness, I'm about to get screamed. I mean, just entertainment purposes only. I'm not. This just entertainment. Fuck all that shit. But yeah, man. And they trying to say that the Palestinians is the terrorists. That's what they trying to say. They want y'all to think that shit because y'all don't know what's going on, remember? Y'all don't know shit. They want y'all to think that Palestine is the terrorists and doing all that shit. Them people back in the corner of their own country now ain't got that much land left. They got to fight. They got to fight. The United States is aiding them with doing this shit. And now they done showed their face now because the United States and Israel bombing Iran together. They let you know they sisters and brothers. These are the same people. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all just got to pay attention, man. These are the same exact people. Let's get to the money, though. Let's see how, I'm going to show y'all how much they done did. Here we go. Israel has been the largest cumulative recipient of United States foreign aid since its foundation, receiving over $300 billion. That's $1 billion in total economic and military assistance. Y'all see that? $300 billion. Do y'all see that? $300 billion. $300 billion of y'all money. And guess what? These people said y'all don't need no reparation for shit. It's niggas in the army right now, in the military, fight for this fuck ass country. And they said you niggas do not need no reparation. You helping these motherfuckers. They saying they getting y'all money and telling y'all don't need to get no reparation for shit. Man, y'all better get out that goddamn shit. Y'all better get out of that. While the United States has also provided large foreign aid packages to the Middle East countries, particularly Egypt and Iraq, Israel stands apart. Straight up. Look at that. Look at the foreign. Look at the aid. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. 244 billion. It's more than any other country they aid. Look at the aid. Do y'all see this, man? Why is it Israel? Why? Why though? Don't y'all look at this? Y'all can just look at this goddamn this chart right here and see it's some bullshit going on, man. You niggas look at the chart. This where your money, y'all the same. These motherfuckers at the top of this chart. At the top of this chart, these the same motherfuckers said that you niggas don't need to get shit. They voted against reparation with the United States. So what we gonna do about this shit, man? What we gonna do? We gotta stop this shit, man. Y'all get out the services. Every nigga, get out the services. Get out that shit. Get out that shit. Straight up. I'm talking about straight up. Get out of it. Straight up. I don't even want to read no more about this shit. Y'all want to read this shit? Y'all go. I'm gonna put the website in there. Y'all go. I'm gonna put the website in there too. I don't even want to read no more about this shit. Cause this shit be pissing me off. I don't even want to read no more about it. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, dog. I only want to read them about that shit. It's all good. That shit be pissing me off, boy. I'm telling you. I don't like reading about no slavery, about what the United States doing. I hate this shit. And I hate because I be researching this shit and I be knowing what's going on. I know what's going on spiritually and politically, all this shit. It's crazy when you know it just then other people, you see niggas walking around, they just don't give a damn about what's going on. But when the reparation is, there was a drop. They gonna want that money though, watch it though. But wait, hold up. I'm about to tell y'all what I think. We gonna wait to the end of this video. But I got another video right now. I'm finna show y'all. We finna talk about, let's go back to the, y'all remember? Y'all remember Argentina? We finna watch a quick video on Argentina. Then we're gonna get on. We're gonna get back on Iran right quick. Let's get a little background on Argentina. I want y'all to see. We're gonna keep our eye on Argentina, Iran, and the United States. But I'm gonna show y'all what's up with we're gonna look at Argentina. Give y'all a little background on Argentina right quick. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to do. We're going to give y'all a little background on Argentina right quick. Oh, hold up. All right, let's get this thing. Let's get y'all up in here. All right, y'all ready? Let's get a little background on Argentina right now. I told y'all they're gonna be a long one. I'm coming back with a vengeance, baby. It's gonna be a long video. I'm gonna put y'all on game though. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope the microphone working good. You know, they got a little lights and little stuff. I ain't got shit in my way. I got some room to move. But anyway, told y'all, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like if you're watching this video. If you made it this far, subscribe, like the video, because I got something for y'all niggas. I'm gonna keep y'all informed. And then we're gonna do it raw, because I do not talk. I talk country. I don't talk proper, none of that. I'm a country ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put y'all on game, but I'll be up on this shit, though. Telling you. So check this out. Check this out. We finna do a little background on Argentina. But I ain't gonna play this whole video. It's about 12 minutes, but I'm gonna let y'all hear just a little sign. We might skip a little sign, you know. Let go.
Argentine population in the 18th century. In the late 18th century, according to a census by its Spanish colonial masters, estimates suggested that nearly 30% of the population had African ancestry, which meant Afro-Argentines made up 1/3 of the population.
1/3.
By 1857, 79 years later, the black population had dropped to 15%. Today,
15%.
Argentina is considered the whitest country in South America, with just 5% of the population identifying as Afro-Argentine during the 2010 census. As a matter of fact, their numbers have reduced drastically, and it would be near impossible to see Afro-Argentines in sports, journalism, politics, and so on. So, what led to the reduction and near eradication of Afro-Argentines in Argentina? What actually happened to black Argentinians is so disturbing and inhumane, it would be shocking that it wasn't being taught in classrooms if the world wasn't so inherently racist.
Now, these one of them countries where said you nigga don't need shit now. No reparation. Now, this it now. This one of them. Let go.
Before we get right into the video, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to keep informed of our eye-opening black narrative.
Yeah.
The history of Afro...
I'll make sure I put this link in the I'm put this link in the description too, man. So put all this shit in there so y'all can see yourself.
Afro-Argentines dates back to the 16th century when black people, chained on the feet, were brought from their homelands in Africa to be traded as slaves in Argentina. At the time, Buenos Aires, the capital city of Argentina, had just been founded, and trading was the main commercial activity. As the years went by, the number of slaves being traded in and out of Buenos Aires increased drastically. As of the 1600s, the slave trade industry had grown so much that about 70% of all trading in Buenos Aires involved importing slaves from Africa. It was only a matter of time before slave trading became a legalized trade in Argentina.
Exactly. Now, think about this now. Where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go now? Check. Keep listening. Keep listening.
Extending far into the 1800s. Although the slave trade in Argentina ended in 1813, slavery itself lasted until 1853 before it was finally abolished. When one looks at Buenos Aires now, in its clothing of architectural and structural beauty, it is hard to imagine that it once was an ugly sight during the long years of the black slave trade and trafficking, which increased the black population in the colony. Data recorded in the 1778 census carried out in Argentina by the then Spanish colonial masters showed that more than 30% of the people in Buenos Aires were black. By the time the slave trade ended in the 19th century, Afro-Argentines accounted for 1/3 of Argentina's population, even though many of them were descended from slaves and some were still in slavery. Not only were the blacks a robust community, but the Afro-Argentines were also involved in and actively influenced the Argentine culture with their African ways. For instance, the popular tango musical style and dance, which was developed in Argentina, has its roots traced to the African country of Angola. Today, Argentina is considered the whitest country in South America, which is odd considering that, like Brazil, they were...
The tango come from Angola pretty much. The tango. Y'all remember that shit? The tango. The tango.
Colonized and subjected slaves from the west coast of the African continent. One thing is certain, black people did not just vanish from the historical accounts of Argentina. The Afro-Argentines were written out of it. The real question to be asked then is how? How was a whole racial population washed out of history? The disappearance of the black population occurred in different ways. Few were circumstantial, but some were intentional. These ways are different, yet when combined, give a well-rounded explanation of how Argentina erased its black people from history.
I hate to hear this
These
shit.
combined methods demonstrated acts under the umbrella of whitening. Whitening can simply be described as an act of reimagining a race towards whiteness. The rationale behind this act is that there exist some societal privileges that benefit white people compared to people of other races. By implication, it means that black people are of a race inferior to whites. Also, by extension, the ideology is backed by the belief that black people should be erased by the gradual loss of their black genes through marriages to whites and birthing children who, based on their whiter skin, will be closer to the white construct and standard. The Argentinian government subtly believed and acted out this ideology. However subtly they may have acted, it is evident today that Argentina has been whitewashed. The sudden and drastic disappearance of black Africans from Argentina is typically attributed to two.
See? Whitewashed. Ain't that crazy though, man? They voted no. Well, we gotta do something about this shit, man. We gotta do something about this. I'm speaking to my black people right now, man. We're gonna talk about the Caucasian. I got some for y'all too at the end. Same shit. We're going through the same shit. Check this out though.
Two factors. First is the war against Paraguay from 1865 to 1870, in which thousands of black people fought for the military, as well as various other wars.
And see, they fought for the military. They throw the niggas in the war, the slave. They throw them in the war in the front lines and shit. They was really just trying to depopulate niggas. They were trying to whitewash Argentina. And they did.
Deaths on the battlefield also led to a vast gender gap among the African population, leading black women and white men to bear children together and dilute the black population. Many black Argentines also fled to neighboring Brazil and Uruguay, which...
Do y'all hear what happened? The men went to war and shit. They left the women. The men were down in the war and the women were left over to have babies with the mate with the goddamn white men over that motherfucking Argentina. And they had mixed babies. And they were light-skinned babies, so they were closer to the white folk. This shit be pissing me off. I ain't gonna make it through this video. I might just skip to the end and I'll put the link in the description.
More welcoming political climate. However, the death of blacks in wars goes back even further to the Argentinian War of Independence of 1810. In the early 19th century, Argentina gained independence from Spain and embarked on a path of nation building. The new Argentine state sought to create a homogeneous society based on European ideals, where whiteness was perceived as the epitome of progress and civilization. As Argentina solidified its independence, waves of European immigrants flooded the country, contributing to the growth of its population.
And see, they immigrants, the European came to Argentina. They flooded in while they were getting rid of the blacks. They flooded in that bit. That's why it's like the way it is.
However, these new arrivals brought with them deeply ingrained racist beliefs that further intensified the already existing prejudice against black individuals. White supremacy and the belief in racial hierarchies began to take root in Argentine society, with black people becoming targets of discrimination and violence. Argentina's elites propagated the notion that the black population posed threats to the country's social order and stability. Racist stereotypes were disseminated, painting black individuals as uncivilized, intellectually inferior, and prone to criminality. These stereotypes were used to justify the exclusion and removal of black Argentines from mainstream society. Black communities, mainly concentrated in regions like Buenos Aires and nearby provinces, played significant roles in the country's development. They were involved in various sectors, including agriculture, domestic work, and commerce. However, the economic success of these communities became a perceived threat to the dominant white society. Fear of competition for jobs and economic resources fueled the desire to eradicate the black population from Argentina. A second devastating factor that led to the disappearance of the black populace was the outbreak of yellow fever in Buenos Aires in 1871, which killed swaths of the local population. Many sources, however, point to a far more sinister force that led to the near extinction of the black race in Argentina. The covert genocide perpetrated by Domingo Faustino Sarmiento, president of Argentina from 1868 to 1874, played a key role in decimating the... Sarmiento was a staunch proponent of white European...
Look at that motherfucker. They can't y'all just tell that's a racist ass motherfucker right now. Look at it. Slap them.
Racial purity. Discussing the mixed-race Argentine cowboys known as gauchos, he stated that their only use was to serve as fertilizer when they died. Equally chilling, he wrote in his diary in 1848, "In the United States, 4 million are black, and within 20 years will be 8 million. What is to be done with such blacks, hated by the white race? Slavery is a parasite that the vegetation of English colonization has left attached to leafy tree of freedom.
Do y'all hear this shit? It's Argentina. Oh, the president, 1860 something to 1880 something. Come on now. They still like that today. Today, y'all think they ain't? Y'all gotta be crazy.
During his time in office, Sarmiento commenced a systematic erasure of African existence through a series of policy decisions that ultimately proved inimical to black life. He segregated the black community from European descendants, depriving them of tolerable infrastructure and healthcare, and thus effectively condemning them to die when cholera and yellow fever outbreaks swept through the city. He also forcibly recruited Afro-Argentines into the military, imprisoned them for crimes that were minor or entirely invented, and executed them en masse. By 1875, the toxic mix of repressive policies, disease outbreaks, and ongoing conflict had so depleted the black population that the government did not even bother to register African descendants in the national census.
Damn, they ain't even registered. Nigga, it wouldn't even census in Argentina. They president wiped them white niggas out. I'm talking about wipe them out, man. What the hell? Wipe them out. They weren't even part of the census on purpose. That's why they voted no for you niggas. Reparations.
Today, black people have been erased not only physically, but also metaphorically from the country's consciousness and perceived history.
Okay, let's go to the end. Cause I'm getting about tired of this shit, y'all. I'm gonna put the video in the link, and I'm gonna put the link in the video. I mean, some shit like that, whatever the fuck.
In society, it is unlikely that the Supreme Court will take action in favor of Afro-Argentines. The masked racial discrimination that has fed Argentina's erasure of its black history is astounding, and it has caused multiple reverberations for generations. While the lives of Afro-Argentines were lost, the black consciousness and black accounts were also lost to history. It is a painful reminder of the terrible consequences of discrimination and the loss of cultural diversity. In recent times, Afro-Argentines continue to fight to bring back and keep the black account in Argentine history by telling their stories. It is time to acknowledge and address this dark history so we can work towards a more inclusive and fair Argentina where everyone's contributions are celebrated and valued. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos to let more people know the truth about blacks and to hear their own part of the narratives.
I feel you. Well, okay, now that was Argentina. That was Argentina for y'all. What y'all think about them? You see what now y'all see why they first one to vote no reparation for you niggas? And let me show y'all something. Let's go back to the list. We finna do this every time. We done been on for about an hour. If you look close, they go Argentina 3. Y'all know Argentina, Israel, United States. Keep them in mind. Do not fuck with them on nothing. Israel, United States, Argentina. No nigga ain't got no business fucking with nothing they got to do with. Because they do not fuck with y'all. Period. Now look at this. Let me show y'all something. Look at this. What y'all see right here. What y'all see right here. Look at Iran. Go to Iran. Let's find Iran. God damn. There you go. Iran. Oh, Islam. And would you know Iran voted for reparation for you niggas? The same one that been talking shit to the United States about helping got you niggas back. Iran voted for reparation for you niggas. Let that sink in. Y'all think they the terrorists? What y'all think? Why would they vote for reparations in your own? Iran recognized and they honored Malcolm X. The United States ain't honored Malcolm X until like 15 years after they did. But I'm finished. Hold up. I tell you, I do it every time. I do it every time. I'm trying to show you nigga what's going on. You nigga don't understand what's going on. The same people that had y'all back on Malcolm X talk shit to the United States about George Floyd and everything be going on with you niggas. You niggas don't even be listening to them. They voted for reparations for you niggas in your own country. The colonizers they voted no. And Israel, what, to getting all y'all money, $300 billion since Israel was established, getting all y'all money. They said no. And the people, the United States and Israel is bombing right now. Iran, they said, yes, give them niggas reparation. They deserve it. They voted yes. Don't y'all see what's going on? They voted yes to you niggas reparation, man. Oh my God, let go. I got something else. We gonna skip through this next video. I'm finna show y'all right quick. We finna go straight to goddamn Iran. We finna talk about Iran and why the United States why they bombing them and all this shit. They so mad. Why the United States so mad? I got some points right here. Let's see. Hold up. Let's get into this next video. Y'all ready? We going back. All right. Let's get this thing here crack-a-lacking here, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start this one there. Okay, we're gonna start right here. We're gonna skip through this one a little bit, but I just got different points in this video I want y'all to see and want y'all to listen to. And if you made this far, subscribe to the channel, like, share, so we can get to some more niggas. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link to this video in the description too, man. If I can remember, I'm gonna try to, man. But if not, you see this, the shit on the video right here. I ain't telling you no lie, this real shit. If you nigga don't want to do no research on your own, watch the video. Or don't, goddamn, take my word then. I ain't lying to you, nigga. But anyway, y'all ready? Check this out. Give y'all a little background. The war, Iran, the war is not our war. They ain't got no beef with us, niggas. Get out the services. I'm telling you this, they using you niggas. You see what I'm saying? We Americans when it's time to go, when it's wartime, but we ain't got no rights and shit, man. Let go and get into this video. This the last video. We're gonna skip through this. We got a couple minutes. The last video. Last one.
Now, because what we're about to break down exposes a relationship between Iran and Black America that the media has deliberately hidden for over 40 years. Let me give you the historical facts first, because this relationship didn't start yesterday. On November 4th, 1979, Iranian revolutionaries stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and took 66 American hostages. This became one of the most significant diplomatic crises in American history.
I'm gonna need y'all to really pay attention to this for real, though. Pay attention. We talking about Iran right now. The people that got y'all niggas back and been having y'all niggas back for years and y'all don't even know. The people that honored Malcolm X, because he understands the struggle. We finna talk about all this shit right now in this video. Check this out.
Lasting 444 days until January 20th, 1981. But here's what they don't teach you in history class. Iran released some of those hostages early. And you know who they released? Black people and women. According to historical records from the Carter Presidential Library and documented in multiple historical accounts, including ABC News archives, Iran released 13 hostages, in November 1979 the black hostages and women, citing that they were oppressed groups in America. The Ayatollah at the time said explicitly that he saw black Americans as victims of the U.S. government, not as representatives of American imperialism.
Listen now.
They released black hostages because they said those individuals were likely in Iran against their will or were victims of American oppression themselves.
See, they say they understand that we victims ourselves over here. It ain't our war, man. Let me tell you, nigga, please get out the army, man. The military, all this shit. Let them folks have that shit on their own. This ain't our war, man. We fight. Y'all going over there fighting some people that got y'all back. Your own country ain't even got you goddamn back, stupid niggas. Your own country ain't even got your back. You want to go fight some people that's holding you down? That been trying to tell you the truth?
Let that marinate for a second.
Let that marinate.
Iran, in the middle of a revolutionary crisis, taking a stand against American imperialism, looked at the hostages and said the black people can go. They're not our enemy.
They released Africans, women, man. Women and children and Africans, blacks. Because they understand.
It was 1979, 46 years ago. This isn't new, but it gets deeper. After the Iranian Revolution, Iran issued a national postage stamp featuring Malcolm X. According to historical records, this was the first stamp in the world to honor Malcolm X. The United States wouldn't release its own Malcolm X stamp until 15 years later, in 1994. Iran honored a black American revolutionary
before the United States did.
Think about that. The country that calls Iran evil, that says Iran hates freedom, that says it took 15 extra years to honor Malcolm X compared to Iran. Why Malcolm X specifically?
Y'all better listen to this shit, man. Y'all niggas better listen to this shit. Quit all that bullshit. Let this shit go, man. Get out the army, man. Get out the military. Get out the Navy. Get out the Marines and all that shit, man.
Specifically, because Malcolm X spoke about solidarity between oppressed people globally. He connected the black freedom struggle in America to anti-colonial movements in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. He said that black Americans should see themselves not as a minority in America, but as part of a global majority of non-white people resisting white supremacy and imperialism. Iran understood that message. They saw Malcolm X as a symbol of resistance against the same American empire they were opposing. So they honored him, while America was still treating him as a threat, even after his death. Now fast forward to recent years. After Mike Brown was killed in Ferguson in 2014, Iran's leaders made public statements about American oppression of black people. According to reports from international news agencies, Iranian officials pointed to Ferguson as evidence of America's hypocrisy, preaching human rights abroad while brutalizing black citizens at home. When George Floyd was murdered in 2020, Iranian leadership spoke about American police brutality and systemic racism again. They weren't just making political points. They were consistently acknowledging a pattern of American anti-black.
Exactly. Y'all hear what they just said? Y'all don't even know though. They were talking about sanctioning United States for that shit with George Floyd. Iran was talking about doing this shit. Now y'all see why United States and Israel bombing their ass now. They going against everything what they stand for.
Black violence that many Americans themselves refuse to acknowledge. And now, in 2026, with bombs falling and war escalating, Iran has made multiple statements clarifying that their conflict is not with Black Americans. In the video content that circulated, Iranians have explicitly said, "We don't have a problem with Black people. If today something happens, we know the people, the group of people that we have a problem with, but Black Americans are not our enemies." According to these statements, there's a historical relationship and shared understanding between Iranians and Black Americans based on both groups experiencing oppression from Western powers. Some Black content creators have pointed out that when they've traveled to Iran or interacted with Iranians, They've been told directly, we know the difference. We know Black Americans didn't colonize us. We know you're dealing with the same system we're fighting. That's a level of geopolitical literacy and historical awareness that most Americans, especially white Americans, simply don't have. Now let me set up why MAGA is absolutely losing their minds over this.
Most Americans are completely against this war because, like you said, the president has made no case for it. We live our ordinary lives and we don't feel threatened by Iran. We don't walk around thinking that in any moment an Iranian ballistic missile is going to land on our head. We don't. Here's what Americans, and I want to read off this list. This is what Americans are focused on. 72% of Americans can't afford health insurance. 58% of Americans can't afford car insurance. 67.
I'm going to skip this video up a little bit. Is this a commercial? Hold up. Oh my goodness, got a commercial. That's what I play, man. Battlefield, y'all. Check out the Gaming with Katuko.
Entire war propaganda depends on convincing all Americans.
Go subscribe to my gaming channel, y'all. Gaming with Katuko. I need 50 subscribers so I can go live. Gaming with Katuko. We'll plug that in since we just had a commercial, man. You know what I'm saying? Battlefield 6 content. But anyway, we finna skip on to this. We finna talk about the blacks in the military. And the why, look, Caucasian men, women that's in the armed forces, y'all, this go for y'all too. Y'all ain't got no business. This war, I mean, y'all want to protect y'all people, whatever, but this war, this ain't justified, man. This ain't no justifiable war. Y'all ain't got no business fighting. Everybody, this man wasn't running around making enemies with it, all these countries. Y'all just gonna keep fighting for no reason, man. We gotta end this shit, man. Y'all in this shit too. They using y'all too. For real. Let go.
That Iran is the enemy. They need black soldiers to fight. They need black soldiers to fight. They need black support for sanctions. They need black people to wave the flag and cheer when bombs drop. But Iran just said we're not coming for y'all. Our issue is with the people who've been oppressing you too. That destroys the narrative. Use black bodies as cannon fodder if Iran is explicitly saying they distinguish between black Americans and the US government. MAGA needs us to believe we're all in this together, that an attack on America is an attack on all of us equally. But black people know better. We know that when they say we're all Americans, they mean it conditionally. We're Americans when they need us to fight their wars, pay their taxes, and absorb their propaganda. But we're not Americans when we ask for reparations, when we protest police brutality, when we demand equality. Iran is calling out that hypocrisy, and MAGA can't stand it. Here's the verdict. Iran is doing something that America has never done, acknowledging that black Americans are a distinct group within the United States with a distinct experience of oppression, and refusing to hold us accountable for American imperialism that we've never controlled or benefited from.
United States hate
That's
that
more
shit.
nuanced than any statement the US government has made about its own black population.
So much for
about the hypocrisy, because this is layered. Not this, not that. MAGA spends years telling black people we're not real Americans. They question our patriotism. They tell us to go back to Africa if we don't like it here. They say we hate America when we kneel during the anthem.
And they say go back to Africa. Hey, I'm telling y'all, that's like the best shit they ever told us. Like, we really need to do that shit. We really need to take our ass back to Africa. That's what I'm doing. I'm setting up. I'm telling you, I'm building, man. And stay tuned. I got some more video coming too, man. Because we about to clean out the land and everything. So stay tuned. Got some video coming from Africa. We're finna start back building, start back doing our thing. And I'm going to make over that a little bit.
They say we're anti-American when we talk about systemic racism. But the moment Iran says, yeah, we see the distinction too, suddenly MAGA is furious. Suddenly they want us to be included in American identity. Suddenly we're supposed to be loyal and unified. So which is it? Are we real Americans or not? Because you can't spend decades telling us we don't belong and then get mad when an enemy nation agrees with you. You can't call us divisive for pointing out that we have a different experience than white Americans, and then get mad when Iran acknowledges that same reality.
Yeah.
And here's the really uncomfortable part for MAGA. Iran's distinction is based on an accurate reading of American history. Black Americans did not benefit from American imperialism. We were enslaved while America expanded westward. We were sharecropping while America colonized the Philippines. We were fighting Jim Crow while America was overthrowing governments in Latin America. We were being redlined while America was installing the Shah in Iran in 1953. At every point in American imperial history, Black Americans were either being oppressed domestically or used as soldiers, but denied the benefits of conquest. Iran sees that. They've studied that. And they're making a distinction based on that historical reality. That's not propaganda. That's analysis. Now let's connect this to the system, because this exposes how American empire has always worked. The empire needs bodies, soldiers, workers, consumers.
Listen.
To function. And it needs those bodies to identify with the empire, even when the empire doesn't serve their interests. So America has spent centuries trying to convince Black people that we're part of we the people, that America's wars are our wars, that America's enemies are our enemies. But that propaganda breaks down when the enemy explicitly says, we're not fighting you. That's why this Iran situation is so dangerous to the war machine. It creates space for Black Americans to ask, wait, why are we supporting this war? What do we gain from it? And the answer is nothing. We gain nothing. Black soldiers fight and die. Black taxpayers fund it. Black communities see none of the benefits. Iran is pointing that out, and MAGA is panicking because once Black Americans start asking those questions, the whole imperial project becomes harder to sustain. Let me give you human anchors, because this matters to real people right now.
We're going to go on and end that right there. But I'm going to put the link to this video in the Western name. Well, y'all, it was long. It was long, but I think we made it through. We did it. We did it, y'all. Give yourself a hand. And you niggas, I hope you niggas done learned something. But yeah, man, I just want y'all, I just need y'all niggas to understand this shit. The system what we living in. Slavery was not abolished. I did the video, the 13th Amendment. Slavery is still here, y'all. It says, except you commit a crime, slavery is still, you can be treated like a slave. Read the 13th Amendment carefully. Look at that word, except. But anyway, damn, an hour, 23 minutes. I'm gonna have to upload this straight to YouTube. I ain't even gonna edit this video, but I'm just gonna upload it. So I ain't gonna put all my little stuff in there. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, and let me know what y'all think about this video. If you in the armed forces, man, get out of that shit, man. This is not no war for Black or no white person, no war, especially not no African. And y'all see how Iran feel about you. You know what I'm saying? They looking out for you. That's why they getting bombed by Israel and the United States. And look, United States voted no for reparations. Israel voted no. Argentina voted no. What you niggas gonna do about it? What all y'all, everybody, what y'all gonna do about it? Y'all gonna keep putting up with this shit? Cause they don't give a fuck about y'all. They over there bombing some people right now that defending you niggas. Now, let's get to back what I think. Let's turn it down a little bit. We're going to talk about what I think about reparations, man. I'm going to tell y'all what I think about reparations, man. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, reparation. But the only thing what I know is going to be bad because these niggas don't do nothing but buy Jordans and goddamn weave and shit. That's all they going to do. with their money, and they gonna end up getting this money and blowing the money. They gonna blow it. They gonna be right back broke with nothing. Them white folks gonna get that money right back from their ass. I'm telling you, that's what gonna happen. That's what gonna happen. Now let me tell you though, I don't believe no nigga need to get no reparation if they can't prove that they can manage their money and manage the land or whatever they give them. If they can't prove they need to be able to manage their money or invest the money into something that gonna help them prosper in life or help their family prosper, instead of just giving it away, giving it to the niggas and they gonna sell it to some more white folks or sell it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Sell it, get rid of it for them. They're gonna end up back broke again. But I think if they're gonna do reparation, I think reparation need to be monitored. You feel me? Y'all understand what I'm saying? I think it need to be monitored and make sure everybody's spending their money or doing something that's productive with their assets and shit. You see what I'm saying? But they should do what they want to with it. But I think it need to be monitored by somebody. Well, but the people that just can't manage their money though, the people that manage it, they should be just going to do what they want to. But the people that just having bad management money problem right now, they need to be coached or something. I don't know. But we need reparation. But I just think if they give us reparation right now, niggas just gonna blow it. I ain't blowing my shit. I'm finna what? What? I'm taking my shit straight to Africa. Straight to Africa like I'm doing right now. But anyway, we finna get on up out of here, man. But like I said, please, man, like this video because YouTube is not going to recommend my video. Like the video, man. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, please. Subscribe to the channel. I know I'm country here, though, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand me. I mean, I don't talk proper then, but I am me. I am Kituko X Kihende. And the Excellent Podcast. I'm out of here, man. Stay tuned for the next video, man. Like I said, I'm back. We out, baby. Guess
I gotta hit him with the update. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you at the front gate. Dang, act like that, no. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Act like that, no. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you at the front gate.